From a class leader to a world leader, this is The Mentor Show. On The Mentor Show today, we discuss what it takes to succeed and carry the success to university and beyond. Joining us in our discussion are two graduates from leading universities in the world. Ladies and gentlemen, The Mentor Show!
Hello and welcome to The Mentor Show. Joining us in this part of the show are two mentors, graduates of some of the world's leading universities. To my immediate left, we have Isaac Ochieng. Isaac is a graduate of Harvard University. He's a graduate of Engineering Sciences, and he is currently serving as a mentor with the Equity Group Foundation and mentoring young heroes like yourselves on how to make it to the next level. Next to Isaac is Beth Wawero. Beth is a graduate of Yale University, where she studied environmental management, and like Isaac, Beth has come back to the country and serving as a mentor with Equity Group Foundation. I'll start with you, Isaac. And my first question to you is, how does one cope with a sudden academic freedom coming from a secondary school where you are uniformed, where you are controlled by the bell, where the teacher decides what you learn now, what you learn in the afternoon, and then suddenly you find yourself in the university and you have this whole freedom to choose when to go to class, when to go to the library. How does one cope with this sudden freedom?
When you go to high school, it's as though someone else has already sat back and said, in order to succeed, you need to spend so many hours in class. You need to spend so many hours going for your games or spending time with your friends. But when you go to the university, the responsibility of making the decision on how long you need to do any one of the different things you can do in your life now comes squarely back to you. So while in high school, your success will be determined by how much effort or how much achievement you gain within the restrictions of the regimented system that is available. In university, you get the chance to pick just how much time is reasonable for you to spend with your friends, to spend studying, to spend in other extracurricular activities. Each of these has like a value to you at the end of the day. So different people will make different value judgments. Some will give more focus to academics, some will give more focus to extracurricular activities. And ultimately, those decisions will determine where the success is going to be in. So unfortunately, it's not like a very straightforward answer to say that I'm going to spend 5 hours studying or 20 hours going to my games or learning an instrument. The answer will be very much determined by who you are. But ultimately, your success as a person will depend on what the value judgment you place on each of the different spheres of your life, and how that pretty much leads you into the path you innately want to follow.
The Mentor Show.
Now, Beth, how do these skills of hard work or some of the skills they employed to succeed, how do they help one in the university where obviously one is expected to put in much more effort in terms of independent learning and independent thinking?
I think I would narrow it down to maybe four things which clearly these students have embraced and they actually portray. And I would, if I could just align them to 4 Ds, and I think the first D would be they have taken the time to define themselves. They have taken the time to dream, and by dreaming they have drawn their own roadmap. And then they have taken the time to design what do they want for their lives. And they've also taken the time now to develop. And by developing, there's one person who says that you cannot hire somebody to do your push-ups for you and expect to be well-built. And basically, if they keep on to the same principles that they have had, whether they have actually written them down and known that this is what they want to do or these are the roadmaps, they already have that inherent ability. And if they keep on pursuing with that that same mindset, that same roadmap, that same design, that same plan that they have for their lives, they are sure to succeed above every other circumstances, beyond even the university, at the workplace, when they have their own families, any kind of environment, in any leadership position. Those are inherent abilities that will be very core to their success now and in the future.